So a few days ago, Nancy, which is basically the nanny of America, flew to Taiwan, and many people were wondering if she was going to die just because of it. Let me explain. Many years ago, when Nancy was young, she actually flew to China. She was in China, and she supported a China riot that was already going on, and she was supporting it, rioting together with the people. So because of that incident, China has sanctioned Nancy and her whole family, so none of them was able to do business with China ever again. But in today's video, I'm not talking about how Nancy got sanctioned by China, but more of Nancy going to Taiwan. So some of you may know that China thinks that Taiwan belongs to them, which based on the history books and how the English used to do a contract to borrow Taiwan for 100 years. Based on the history, basically, Taiwan do belong to China. Check the facts yourself. America has been promoting the independence of Taiwan for quite a while now. Not directly, but they do promote it a lot. If you just take a look and kind of just look at the news where they kind of relate with Taiwan. Anyways, you can determine your own reasons of why America is putting so much effort to make Taiwan a independent country. The most basic reason people think is basically because, oh, America has humanity. They have the law of human rights. They're trying to support Taiwan to have a independence. Well, that's what normal people, or basically the first thought you would think, but if you dig closer, you can find something else. You can do the digging yourself, but I can definitely tell you why China does not want Nancy to go to Taiwan. So many people in Taiwan have different thoughts of this thing. 50% of the people in Taiwan would want themselves to be independent. And also the cultural change, they're not really used to China anymore. Since they have been under the English for about 100 years, they do have a cultural change. But that's not the most important part. The other 50% of the people do want to be part of China. Some people see the opportunity, some people see it as a independence opportunity. That is none of my business to care whether they want to be with China or not want to be China. But as I said before, China don't like Nancy. So if Nancy wants to get into a place like Taiwan, which historically is part of China, of course they have to go through some permission from China, right? If you say no, then you're kind of weird. Not about the rights or anything, but this is how it's supposed to be. So what Nancy is trying to prove to Taiwan is that if I can get through to your country, Taiwan, without China's approval, why are you so scared? I got there without their permission, even being sanctioned by them. You know, there was a high possibility when Nancy took the flight to Taiwan that she was going to be shot down by China soldiers. So she took that risk, fly all the way there, just to talk to Taiwan government. But of course, you guys all know, if China shut Nancy down, there was gonna be World War III. Hard decision, right? So what did China do? In the end, China didn't shoot Nancy down, and Nancy successfully get to Taiwan. So Taiwan right now is definitely considering if they want to be independent. The thing that affected China after making this decision was that they had a display of power that was pretty strong. All of you know, I'm assuming, that the top two strongest country in this world right now is America and China. So China was doing pretty well, you know, in terms of growth, interaction between other countries, businesses. They were doing really well. Technology was advancing really well. Weapons are great. But since America has pulled this card, other countries are waiting to see the display of power. Because if you know that for a fact you are strong, you will display it. You're not afraid of the other one. You are the strongest. The reason people stand with you instead of the other guy is because you're stronger than the other guy. You're not afraid of the other guy, even though he's famous for being strong just like you. But China didn't do what he should have do, but yet not have. China did not pull the trigger. So this is going to affect them, as other countries would think that, hey, he didn't do it. He didn't pull the trigger. It will affect his reputation of power. It's a very important thing. So in this video, I have two things I want to talk about, which is the reputation of China and also the independence of Taiwan. Whether Taiwan is going to be independent is going to be hard, and whether China is going to be affected by large scale or small scale or the insights ways, we don't really know how they're going to be affected, but they will definitely be affected. And Taiwan will also definitely be affected by this. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying neither of this country, America or China, is right or wrong. You can determine that yourself. But this thing between America and China is really about to get really quite intense. Maybe it could be China versus Taiwan, just like how Russia versus Ukraine. Bit sensitive topic there, so I'm not gonna get into it. But comment down below your thoughts. I'm very interested in it. Maybe you have a different perspective to it. And that's all for today. Bye.